it knows no demographic, no age, no boundary. Last night, I witnessed like some of the worst cheating I've ever seen. My daughter unexpectedly popped into town. She had some plans canceled, and we went to grab some. She loves Tex-Mex, so we went and grabbed some Tex-Mex. We were at Mamacita's, 290 and Highway 6, and we're in there, and the guy sits down by us, like maybe a minute after we were seated, and he's a loud talker. He's like, "Oh, it's great to see you." And he's on a first date with this woman, and he's talking so loud. There's no way you cannot hear his conversation. Like, top of his lungs talking. And he's really laying
Send me
it on.
a photo. They're pretty close. They're not too close to you, so they must have really been loud.
They were so loud.
Like they weren't far away, but they weren't.
I mean, they're so loud. And the guy was just like, oh, my God. All the years of doing roses, he is like laying every clue that this guy is a cheater. And he's maybe 15 minutes into the date. This is clearly their first date. He's like, oh, in full disclosure, I've got a roommate. She's my wife. And, but we live separate lives and she's always gone and she encourages me to be out with other people.
He looked older.
Yeah.
Like he was like
I know his age.
He
He goes, I'm 58. My wife is on.
58 my ass.
He said, I'm 68. My wife is 59.
I was saying,
he goes, I'm 60.
Yeah,
He goes, I'm 68. My wife is 59. And he goes, but, she's always encouraged it. Heck, I had a long-term relationship with a girl that was only 29. So he's trying to impress her. He's 68 and
Why
he's
would
bragging.
that lady just leave?
That's what I was like. I
feel like he's just being honest.
So she's into it is what I'm thinking. If
He had diarrhea of the mouth. He could not shut up. Like, even when the food came, he was still talking full volume. And it was like every single thing that we busted people on in roses throughout the years. And I'm like, this guy is 68 years old and he is cheating. Like, I mean, it's like...
And he's past his prime, so... Imagine when he was like 20 years ago.
Stop laying it on. He's like, we attempted divorce several times. So, it's too complicated. So we're going to stay roommates. And I'm like, this guy is so full of it. And my daughter, I'm just dying. I want to say something. Like, I can't. I'm like, busting people on roses for 20 years.
Walk over there.
Faith, I mean, like, her back was like really right to me. And he was just maybe 5 feet away from me. And because I took that picture when I was getting up to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So I was a little bit further away. I was actually really close to them. And Faith's like, oh, God, Dad, please don't make a scene. So we're getting up. I pay the bill. And I'm like this. Adultery. And that was the first time he shut up. He shut up for a second. But it was just like, it just had me thinking like, my God, ladies, when you go out on these dates, do you not like see the red flags immediately?
Well,
like, how did this woman not get up and leave?
That's not a red flag.
He seems legit.
He's telling her everything.
I feel like he's not.
He's not legit. Oh my God!
He's telling her that he has a wife. He lives with her.
Well, he's 15 minutes into the conversation
How is
before he
that
dropped the
not
wife.
being legit?
He was like
that's
laying
not a
all
red
these
flag. He's telling you everything. The flags are like.
The flags would be like, I'm not married.
he's
This
straight
isn't
up
a
cheating.
wedding ring.
Yeah.
But you don't know if they have an open arrangement.
They don't have an open ring.
How do you know?
Because
You
all
don't
the
know
years
his
of doing
wife.
roses, we've heard all these excuses. I mean, like, you just
You don't
get
think
a
a
vibe.
68-year-old at that point?
You get a
probably,
sense.
They're like,
They're
we've
like,
been together for
might
40
as well.
years.
Yes, exactly.
Kids are gone.
You do what you want to
When
do.
he dropped
I'm
the
gonna do what I
wife
do.
bomb, she just all of a sudden she's like,
Was he rocking that Tommy Bahama? Let me
"You're
look at
married."
that photo again.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
You looking at him?
But this guy,
Creeping?
man, he never shut his trap for 1 second. I couldn't even tell what her voice was like because he talked the entire time.
Let me look.
Shouldn't that be a red flag? If,
Some girls are into that.
if you go on a date and the other person does not allow you to speak,
No, they always say that, right? You're not supposed to let that person talk about themselves.
Yeah.
yeah.
Best way to go on a date is just ask the person questions about themselves because people like to talk about themselves.
Exactly.
And then
This
they
guy
think-
certainly did.
I think it's a great date.
Yes. Oh, he was asking so many questions about what I was thinking.
So what does he do for a living? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Too busy talking about myself.
I was too busy talking about myself.
Here's where I know it was a red flag, and here's where I know he was lying. He's like, we are legally separated. That doesn't exist in the state of Texas. You're a liar, dude. There's no such thing as legal separation in Texas. You're either married or you're divorced. There's no such thing as
Maybe
being
he
separated.
doesn't live in Texas and
No,
he
he
was just
does.
visiting.
Oh, yeah.
He was out in Conroe. I heard him talking about it.
He knows what he does.
Oh
Conroe.
my God.
Yeah,
that's Kevin's
I
favorite.
heard his entire conversation.
I wish this guy was listening so he could call in and defend himself.
Oh, God, you don't. He'll never shut up. I mean, I couldn't believe
But
it.
if he
I
was
mean,
like ashamed of it, he wouldn't talk so loud.
Yeah.
He's just a loud talker.
Maybe he had hard of hearing and
I
didn't
think
realize
he
how
did.
loud.
Faith kept looking. And he's like, does he have
talking.
hearing aids? Because he is like blasting. The whole restaurant could hear him.
Someone said, I'm divorced. I live with my ex and her girlfriend.
There's a TV show. There's some reality show I was watching where the ex lives with him. I'm trying to think what that was called. That's going to drive me nuts. Somebody can text that 37530. What are you laughing at, Kevin? You still laughing at being Bryce?
No, they still don't.
Bravo. We all love an exaggerated Ryan story.
It's
Haven't
not
had one in a
exaggerated.
while.
Hey,
What, did you tune in today?
call my daughter real quick, okay?
I'll never forget. He was sitting there.
Here.
I'll
Sam,
never
call
forget.
call my daughter real
I'm
quick.
not calling her.
Here, I'll dial her phone number.
No! We have run out of time. I'm so sorry.
She can tell you that I am not exaggerating any of this.
Okay, actually, we should call her.
You want to
Ahmad.
call her? Ahmad.
Here.
We need
He's
you to
recording
call his
something.
daughter.
Here's the number. I can just call her on the speakerphone if you want. Hell.
No, you put it through the phone.
Yeah,
line.
here,
Give me
Here's
the
my
number.
phone. Look at Faith's phone number. Call her.
She's going to be like, what the hell? It's
Bring her up.
7:30,
Yeah, she's probably
guys.
sleeping.
Okay, hold on. We're
She
doing
probably
this.
is.
We're
She's
doing
on
this
LA
live on
time.
air.
This is
Oh, yeah.
765. This is
Maybe
5:30
we
for
can
her.
wake her up.
I bet she won't answer.
Let's see
We're
if we
doing
can
this
wake her
live
up.
on air.
Yeah,
Here
why
we go.
not? Just call her. I am not exaggerating.
Should I say the number out loud while I dial it? I'm just
I can
No,
tell by the
please
beep.
don't.
I'm just
There are people who probably can figure that
Oh,
out.
that was a
3.
7.
Yeah, that's 3 and a 7 here.
7-way
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Let's see if she answers.
She's not going to answer.
Uh-oh.
'cause it's
Come on, Faith. Wake up. Wake up.
easy.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
She's not going to answer. Nope.
There's
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
not noon.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
come on. Get my back here.
You, Me, and My Ex is the name of the show.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is.
Oh, this
Feels.
drive me nuts.
She may not pick up.
Nope, she's not picking up.
Damn it. One more ring.
Hi, this is Faith.
All right.
Okay,
forget it.
okay.
Damn
Well,
it.
we
You
tried.
have to text her. Kids don't answer phones.
Right. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
what are
pick
you
up.
using the phone for? Why aren't you texting?
What's up, old man? Why you got a phone? Why you calling me?
Old man's foot in the bill.
Exactly. That's
You better call me something else.
Fence daddy.
Man.
Fence daddy.
Daddy, I don't talk on the phone so early.
So it goes, how come Sam and Eric sound like they're defending the guy? No, I don't.
Oh, this guy
I'm
was
just
cheating.
defending the part about the red flag part. Like, it's not a red flag.
Yeah, I feel like
The flag is like, a red flag is like hints. He's telling.
he's legit saying this is my
I'm a
business.
scumbag.
How is that a red flag if he's telling you? It's a
Oh,
red
at
flag
one
if you
point he
look
even
past
divulged-
it and then you're mad at him for being like, hey, I have a wife. I told you I had a
At
wife.
one point, he even divulged that they share this. He goes, "It's a small place. We do sleep in the same room." I'm like, okay, but she's totally fine with this. He just seems
Same
so
room.
guilty. Yeah, I swear to you, he said, "Well, we do sleep in the same." It like kept peeling it like an onion. It's like everything he said got worse and worse and worse.
This lady's body language that you sent the photo.
She looks so uncomfortable.
Kind of humped over, like her
Yeah.
posture is bad. Like she's like,
Maybe she couldn't help it.
she looks
Okay.
miserable. Like,
Well, she was
like,
recoiling when he kept like divulging all these
she's like,
things.
I just came for the free fajitas.
Probably.
Oh, tasty.
Yeah.
That's a good
cheap.
place. I would definitely recommend them.
Never been there.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Mamacita's. It's right next to Chewy's. We usually go to one or the other, when we're just in a pinch and we want to go somewhere and get
You don't go
some.
Lupe anymore, huh?
Adulterers?
That used to be your jam.
when
That
we
used to
don't
be-
feel like driving a long distance. 'cause
Adulterer is a 2-for-1 deal.
Adulterers 2-for-1 deal. No, but I mean, we were like, she definitely wants Papacitas. She definitely wants Lupe. And I'm like, man, Faith, the traffic is so horrible. Can we just go over here? Because it's like really close.
Okay.
It takes like 5 minutes to get there. So.
Our texters
Yeah,
are
look,
ruthless.
This person, good
What
morning.
did he say?
You guys are being
Gosh.
jerks to right now. How are we being a jerk? We're just
We
saying.
are being a jerk. Also, people are like, we are all over that story anyway.
The red flag is Ryan being all over their convo.
On.
No, I mean, you could not. I was not
Your daughter's only
eavesdropping.
here for a day, and you spent the whole time listening to that conversation.
We were entertained. Oh, my God. We were done with our dinner. We just wanted to see how it ended. We just sat there and we're like, oh, my God, this guy has got it coming out of his ears. It was like so bad. I've never seen a slimier dude in my life. It was just, oof, God.
I don't know. At least he's being honest.
I'll keep,
that's
I'll keep
what I
trying to
think.
call her and see if we can get her on later.
Yeah,
Oh,
call
my
her up.
goodness.
Wake up, my daughter.
She won't answer.
No, I wouldn't answer.
All right,
either.
coming up next, what are you going to do in Scoop?
I have a 4-pack of tickets.
Is there a reason why you're saying it that way?
The pig. I feel like this is really dramatic.
I have a...
Peppa the pig,
Is that-
sing along.
Wait, that was your Peppa Pig impersonation?
Peppa Pig,
Peppa's got an English
sing
accent.
along.
Yeah, try this with
Oh,
English.
yeah. Do the whole
Oh,
thing
do
in your
they?
British accent.
Yeah.
No, nobody wants that.
Try it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We have. Oh, hold on.
Just say- you have
Let
to
me
start with
practice. Let me
governor
practice. Governor for a pack of tickets to Peppa Pig.
Oh my God.
That's
Sing
like,
along.
That's like Forrest Gump meets
Yeah.
old timey
Sing along.
Jenny, I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. A Peppa Pig family 4-pack.
Yes. That's my exciting scoop.
All right, it's coming up next. Boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Well, we just lost a bunch of listeners now.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Boy, I'll be glued to the dial for that.
I hate you all. I hate you all. That's all I'm teasing.
Chaos ensues next on the Roll and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
All right, we got something for you right now. How about your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to Peppa Pig's Sing-Along? It's a sing-along party October 7th at Smart Financial Center. What do you want to make it, Sam?
It's super easy. Let's make it number 4. Caller 4.
Caller
you.
4.
Four-pack.
Wow.
Wow.
Mod's going to love you.
4-pack of
Ahmad's
tickets.
Give you a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I
he
love
likes
that.
that.
He's like, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, how's Roula?
Roula,
Oh, yeah. What's Roula's update?
Yes.
surgery went great, they said. And last I heard, she was resting comfortably.
Ish.
Before
Ish?
the
As much.
before the
Pain meds?
pain meds wear off. You
Yeah.
know, so I just told her just keep on that. You don't want to let that go. So
In case people didn't know, she had some ankle surgery.
ankle surgery, she's been putting that off for over a year.
For a really
She
long
was getting
time.
that shot a couple times. That
Yeah.
shot that like, is really painful.
Just
And
to,
then
like,
she was
get
in a
the swelling
walking
down.
boot to help alleviate her
She's
pressure with
miserable,
that. Yeah,
so-
super
It's
miserable.
her driving foot. So she can't drive for 3 months.
You could go pick her up every day. It'd be like driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, yeah, because she's not that far. From
Nah,
here.
she's
No,
not that
but-
far.
All right.
Would
so
you
if she
rather do
can't
that or be
drive-
in the comfort of your own house?
Yeah, get 10 more minutes of sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Her
But she'll be back
Instagram
Monday.
handle is Radio Roula. I'm sure she'll post her update once she feels better because I know she's
Oh,
just
you're gonna
sleeping
say,
right now.
I'm sure she's going to post pictures of her foot.
I don't think so. No, I feel like Roula wouldn't even want to see pictures of that. She's not
But,
into like gruesome stuff.
If you want to reach out to her, let her know you care.
Yeah. It's Radio Roula.
She'll be back on Monday doing the show from her house.
Absolutely.
So hopefully,
Sweet thing.
I think their bedroom's downstairs. You know,
Yeah, I don't
stuff like
think
that
you're
you don't
walking
think about.
upstairs.
It
Yeah.
is. In her new house, it is downstairs.
That's another
Since
reason why I
went and
wanted to
toured
move because
toward her house.
as
That
you get,
sounds weird.
Down the future, I'm like, what if all my bedrooms were upstairs? I don't have an elevator, so I was like, if I ever got injured, I'm screwed to come try and get up to my bedroom. That's
In your
another-
movie room, what would you do?
Yeah, I
oh
couldn't get
my
up to my movie room. I
God.
couldn't watch movies.
What you end up doing is, okay, it's
Another
been,
reason to live in like a one.
it's been almost 6 years since that near fatal skydiving accident I had where I broke half my body and I was on the upstairs floor. So I basically slept on the couch for, I think, a month.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta do what you
do
gotta
what you gotta do.
Couldn't hobble
Yep.
up that spiral staircase, man. It was a So, all right.
But yeah, she's doing okay.
It's a good update.
We'll find out more.
Yeah,
we'll let
yeah.
you guys know.
All right, we just played Post Malone.
We
Sam, what was the
did.
story about Posty?
Okay, so I keep seeing all of the billboards for his Raising Cane's cups, and I have yet to get a cup. Which
I almost got
am
you a cup.
You should have. Why didn't you?
The line was so big, and then I was like embarrassed. Like, what if they didn't have any?
Eric.
Just to ask you, hey, do you have a Post Malone cup?
You
oh,
should
sir.
have. Yes. Be like, my coworker wants one. If anybody has an extra one, please send it up to KRB. I'd appreciate it.
Which
No,
one
but-
do you want? There's one that
I
you
would
really
just
like.
want any of them. I know. I was looking up them. I haven't seen them. It was just the billboard, like super fast.
Smart
because
idea. That I've been
his
doing that.
cups
Plastic
are-
cup?
Yes, but they have different designs on them, Kev. If you haven't looked at it, Google it. It's on a billboard too. Let me look real quick because he's releasing a cup every single week. So right now we're on cup 3, which is it's kind of just like all pink and a little bit of white.
He does a lot of brand partnerships. He did Bud Light a little while back, and we actually have one of those cans.
Yes,
The Post
and his
Malone Bud
face
Light
is on it.
When I was in, I went to McDonald's in Nice. They had a meal for DJ Snake.
But you went to McDonald's in
DJ
France?
Snake, is he real big
I
over
guess.
there?
It must be because we had the Travis Scott
Yeah.
meal here.
Uh-huh.
They had a DJ Snake meal, and it was like a quarter pounder, and I remember it had like a sundae or something next to it, or apple pie and a sundae or
Oh,
something.
that's funny.
I just remember I
Did
can't
you
remember.
get it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know
Okay.
who DJ Snake was.
Why are you going to McDonald's?
Why do we play him? But I'm like, I don't know, like all his.
Right.
You're in
No,
another
I get
country
that.
where you can have all the lovely cuisine.
I just wanted to try it in the afternoon. I was like,
you
just
want
to
to have
see.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Like
It's
I got
Try it
different.
someplace
I went
else.
over to the French fries and I got nuggets. It came in a bowl. Like the French fries came in it was a French fry looking holder instead of like we have cardboard.
Yeah.
But it was not glass, but it was
Plastic.
not even not even plastic, whatever it was hard, and you give it back to them.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like a
so like
dime-
reusable.
It was reusable.
A reusable
And then the bowl for
French
the
fry
nuggets was
holder.
like just like a
What do
cereal
they call
bowl.
the quarter pounder? Because they've got a metric system there.
I can't remember. It was so complicated because there's so many things to choose from. They have a lot more stuff, different names.
Le Big Mac.
But I had like a cheeseburger too, just to try it. And
It's
put
good?
some different sauce, but I like how they give you mayonnaise and stuff, or for the fries and stuff. The fries weren't as good because we're so used to the salt.
I'm sure they probably don't
Like
use
when I
as
came
much
back
salt
here and I
as
had some
Salty.
salty fries
Yeah.
You're like,
from a place, I'm like, oh my god, this is so salty. You don't realize
yeah, well, you know.
how much salt we have.
But the
Yeah, you
portions
gotta
are
try it,
small.
Ryan. You gotta
I
just
bet
see
the
what they
portions
have.
are smaller, too.
They actually had
Like when you get a soda over in Europe,
nuggets were 9-piece.
it's like 6 to 7 ounces.
Okay.
It is not a big cup. It's a small cup. And you don't see a lot of fat
Probably for
people
the
in Europe
best.
either.
But they just don't give you ice
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Like two
really
ice
stingy
cubes
on ice.
for those sodas.
Well, does it come out of the gun cold already?
Yeah,
Is it chilled?
Tasted cold, so
Yeah.
you get more for your
Yeah, you
more
do.
bang for your buck.
Yeah, definitely. I remember in high school that we got, of course, we had the soda fountain at our Catholic high school, and I would never get ice because it was ice cold coming out of there. That Mountain Dew.
You
love
had
that Mountain
soda
Dew.
in high school?
You're also a cheap Charlie. You want to get the most soda you can
That's
possibly
true.
get.
That's
I don't
true.
think we
You
had
didn't have
that.
soda?
I don't.
Well,
think
I went,
we
but
didn't.
so.
I went to Catholic school though. You know,
I don't
it
know
was-
if our public
Public
school
school,
had.
I thought had it.
I don't think
Maybe
we
I
did.
just never did. I always was
Or
an
no, maybe
iced
we
tea
bought-
drinker.
Yeah.
I think you could buy it, but
You had
I
to
don't
buy
think
it.
we had a fountain.
Yeah, fuck, because fountain's cheaper.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Ian, coming up at 8, we're doing Food Wars. What is the topic about that?
Oh, this one's going to be what's that cheap food you'd still eat even if you, say, won the lottery last night or that big one
so
Friday?
it could be
yeah.
Raising Cane's,
Yeah.
could be McDonald's.
Even if, say, you're a millionaire, but what's that one food item you're going to keep eating no matter
Doesn't
what?
matter what my income is.
All right, we'll get into that next.
After 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. A winning ticket was sold in California for the Powerball jackpot worth $1.08 billion. However, a $1 million ticket was bought right here in Southwest Houston. The big cash buyout, if the person in California takes it, $558.1 million. That's before taxes. Taxes will probably take another $200,000.
I found out if Ahmad won. Ahmad, what were you going to buy in California? You said you're going to buy
What do
a
you
house.
want to buy?
Oh yeah, a house next to Beyonce. Yeah, like
Be
that
best
one
friends.
guy.
Yeah.
We'd be best friends. We'd be chilling.
I don't know if you can because by the time they take it, it's only going to be about $300 million. Is that going to
After
be
the
enough?
billion,
Yeah,
It's gonna be about
The cash
$300 million?
buyout's $558 million. So then you take $200,000 off that. That's $358 million. Is that enough to buy a baller mansion?
I mean, I'm not going to turn
next to
my nose up
Beyonce?
at 300 million, but
No.
I thought you get a little bit more than that.
No.
Oh, wow.
They still have Friday's Mega Millions jackpot. That's worth $720 million. That cash buyout will probably be around $500 million, and then taxes $300 million,
Like 250?
$250, yeah, somewhere in
I
there.
could still get a house next to Beyonce.
Hell yeah, you could buy one for like $30 million.
Yeah, and then I'll ask her for a loan when I can't keep up with the
That's the
when I
thing.
can't keep up with the mortgage.
That's what
payment.
you want.
If you ever watch that show on HGTV where they're the lottery winners and they buy their dream house, the dream houses aren't that expensive. They're usually like $200,000 house.
That's true, but those aren't big winners.
Yeah,
The
they're
big
people that
winners
win
aren't going
like
to go
$1
on those
million.
reality shows.
Yeah,
'cause
they don't have to.
They don't want people to see how much they have.
Exactly. There's a story on KHOU.com. I found this really interesting. A Houston ISD teacher said he was offered a 40% raise to sign a contract and move to another school in the district. But when the offer letter arrived, it was $25,000 less than what they told him it would be. He hasn't signed his offer letter yet, and he hopes that the discrepancy will be fixed soon. Otherwise, he doesn't know if everybody will show up, if he'll even show up to school when it starts in 2 weeks. I'll tell you, man, the state taking over, there's been a lot of problems. But you can check out that story on KHOU.com. That's what's going down in H-Town. Now, coming up next, it is time for Food Wars.
What cheap food would you still eat no matter how rich you got? Say you won that lottery last night or you win this Mega Millions on Friday you were talking about. What cheap food would you still eat no matter how rich you are?
This will never leave my menu, ever.
I already have my place.
All right,
You got
713
yours? All right.
390 KRBE. That's 713 390 5723. Food Wars is next on The Roula and Ryan Show.